Alright, so, yeah, about this Tengen Toppa review. I think I'm just gonna include everything in a video. Either that or I'll just kind of be like, this is my main review. And if you want to hear everything else I talked about, it'll be in another linked video or something like that, okay? Okay, so let's talk about this again in 1 second. Okay, so yeah, that is all I can say. Um, I really like poured my heart and soul into yesterday's review, and it ended up being just like a lot of rambling and just me saying this show is so amazing, and that's why I like it. And honestly, that is all I can say. Okay, that is all I can say is that this show is amazing, and that is why I like it. Um, and I mean, like that's what it comes down to with anyone for anything. So um, yeah. So Tengen Toppa, mecha action, just very slight romance, kind of at the very base sub level, which kind of like it comes to fruition in the very end, but it's kind of sad, honestly. There's if you watch this anime, there is sadness in this. You may or may not cry manly tears of manliness, or whatever. Even if you're a woman, there will be manly tears of manliness. Okay, because if you watch this and you see the paragon of masculinity, spoilers, spoilers. Okay, so, like, like I said, Tengen Toppa is, um, it's something that I didn't expect would end up like this. 1 second. You know, I don't even know what to say about it. You can ask me, why do you like this anime so much? I like it because it's ridiculous, because there's great action, because the dialogue was funny, um, because what they are trying to say in this story, in this anime, in this series, like there's so much personal truth in it. There's so much strength in the dialogue that even though it is ridiculous, not only 6-year-old kids can enjoy it because of the crazy action and and the mechs that span light years in height, but also teenagers, like college students, adults can enjoy it because of just what the message that they are trying to portray. So it's really something that you need to go into thinking, okay, what can I learn from this anime? What is it that they're trying to tell me? Obviously it is supposed to be entertaining also, and part of it's just gonna be like, hey, a bit of fan service here, a bit of craziness, some, I mean, like I said, if there is ever one anime that you watch based on a recommendation, um, I would say for any anime in general. But if you want to narrow it down to one mecha anime or one like, yeah, I'd say one mecha anime, then Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann definitely gets a 10 out of 10 from me, and I highly suggest you watch it because it's simply fantastic. Uh, if also I can suggest, I'd say that watch like the first, what is it? I think first 8 or 9 episodes in English, and then watch the rest in Japanese. However, you may like the English voice actors or the Japanese seiyuu better, so it's up to you. Finding a dual audio DVD rip isn't that difficult, and the file size is pretty small too. So, um, yeah. I'm also gonna potentially be finding the movies also, and that adds. I think the first movie added like 20 minutes of new scenes, and the second movie added like 30 or 40 minutes. I'm not sure. So yeah, uh, that's honestly, I think that's gonna wrap up the Tengen Toppa review for me, because I really can't say much more unless you want me to go like into just me delving into each episode and each character and just talking for hours. Who knows? Maybe I'll write something. Maybe in the fan fiction that I write, I will go into this. I'm not sure. I'm so glad that I decided to rewatch this, because because yeah, it's like it's really given me like energy, spiral power, you know? But yeah, I mean, it's if we can take the main protagonist, Simone, and going from when episode 1 actually starts, not like the foreshadowing, foretelling, whatever. If we take him from episode 1 and look at him there and see what happens to him over the course of 27 episodes, it's in what's supposed to be only like 7 years or so. It's really crazy. It's amazing the amount of growth that that he goes through. You know, far be it for me to say that, oh, you know, there's this anime like changed my life or blah blah blah. But I will say that this anime has it certainly left a profound impact. You know, especially the first time I watched it, just the words that Kamina says. You know, believe in the you who believes in you. You know, at some point you're gonna have to stop saying, you know, you're gonna have to rely on yourself. You're gonna have to become a person who you can rely on, so that other people can rely on you, because you can't always rely on other people for their strength, or you can't rely on them to, you know, build you up. You have to become that person eventually, and it's just so great. That is, you know, I'll have to come back and continue this, because I've already spent 9 minutes and I've said nothing. So yeah, potentially I'll say a bit more, and then maybe I'll edit all this, and who knows what'll happen with that. So for now, yep,